Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Vanelli, voice of the Charlotte Rush, and welcome into the Charlotte Rush's coach's office here at the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail, North Carolina, the home of the Charlotte Rush. It is our Video Wednesday. It's Wednesday, October the 10th, and we're going to update you on all the recent happenings of the Charlotte Rush. We're going to talk Charlotte Rush Premier Hockey first, and so let's bring in the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier and assistant general manager, Lennie Childs. And Lennie, you guys had that rare early season bye week with no games this past weekend. What did you do during the weekend, and what did you tell the players you wanted them to do with this weekend off?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there was a lot of rest. We actually had, bye week came at a perfect time. All the games that we had kind of nonstop. So, good week of practice. We didn't just sit back. We implemented some more things that we could do for this week. So, crushed them pretty hard. So the weekend wanted them just to rest and do a little bit of team building. I know they got together and hung out, and that's obviously big for them to be able to trust each other off the ice as well. So, good for them to do that. And so, yeah, they rested a little bit so we can come in for 3 days of practice this week.
Lennie, after their weekend off and they came back Monday, what was that first practice like? What kind of attitude was that after the guys had that break and they had to jump back into practice again?
You know what? Actually, pretty decent. Guys were, they weren't gone for too long, right? We ended up practicing Friday, so because we had practice on Monday, it was pretty good instead of your regular Tuesday. So the energy was actually up. Guys were going. We kind of got right back down to the same thing. So it was good.
We're talking with Lennie Childs, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier and assistant general manager. Lennie, again, we're not going to talk too much about this, but very successful showcase for the Premier. They won 4 of 4 games. Now you had to be very happy about that.
Yeah, obviously getting the points is great, and being able to go 4 on your home ice is good. Still thought a lot of things that we could clean up, and we got put in a lot of scenarios that we just were prepared for. I'm not quite sure, so good way to look and see what we need to work on for upcoming games.
All right, and of course the Rush now go from one showcase to another. Last weekend, before this one, the Rush hosted the Southern Showcase, and now the Rush is going to be going up to suburban Chicago for a 4-game series. And Lennie, first question, kind of funny, but the place you're going to is called Romeoville, Illinois. It's about 35 miles southwest of Chicago. There's a Juliet, Illinois. Now there's a Romeoville. I mean, what gives here with these romantic names?
Yeah, it's crazy. Illinois has got some funky places, and we got a lot of kids from out that area, so I know they can't wait to get back.
Yeah, I was just thinking on the way over here as well. Too bad we're not playing this showcase on Valentine's Day weekend or something like that. Wouldn't that be something, in Romeoville, Illinois, but then it is about 35 miles southwest of Chicago. Well, Lennie, you're going to play 4 games there, 1 on Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 on Sunday, and you started out with, of course, all the teams, 4 teams you've never played before. The Metro Jets, they're out of Fraser, Michigan, a couple of teams from Minnesota, 3 teams from Minnesota before you wrap it up. But Lennie, do you guys try to scout these teams a little bit, or are you just more concerned about getting your own team in gear?
Just a little bit of both. We want to know their tendencies, so we definitely take a look at what they're doing and how we can implement our system. We rarely change anything that we do, based off a team, but we can definitely tweak and look out for things. So, our guys are prepared going into games, knowing who your opponent is, obviously half the battle.
And Lennie, you guys are going to have 2 games Premier Saturday, 2 games Elite Saturday. Man, for the coaching staff, that's a lot of games for you guys to coach in one day. The showcase games are only 2 25-minute periods, but still, that's a lot of hockey. That's a big challenge for you and John.
Yeah, definitely. We got to be on our toes here. So the preparation beforehand is big. So it's a 13-hour bus ride. I want to get a little bit of sleep, but a majority of it's just preparing so that once we get there, you're pretty much going to be on autopilot for a lot of it. So that's why you got to have your stuff early done so that we can just roll right into the games, itinerary set, the food set. So now we can go in and have prepared folks for the games.
Well, Lennie, again, there are a lot of scouts are going to be at this showcase. There's scouts at every game, regular season too, but do you tell the guys, try to coach them any differently, or let them know, hey, the scouts are going to be looking for this, make sure you're paying attention to this detail, or do you just turn them loose and let them play?
I think the best part about our program is that we prepare these guys for those scenarios well beforehand, right? So we say we don't have to rise to the occasion, right? We're going to sink to our level of training and habit. So we train hard. We we go over the details so that now it doesn't matter who walks into the rink at any time in any rink. We know that we're going to be on, and hopefully we're on and ready to rock. So it should be obviously fun for guys to play in front of scouts and for them to come watch us. And these guys, I know they'll show up.
Mm-hmm. We're visiting with Lennie Childs, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier, on this video Wednesday, October the 10th. Well, the Charlotte Rush Premier in second place in the Southeast Division standings of the Premier League of the USPHL with a very good record of 7-2. They do trail Hampton Roads, who else, by just 4 points for that top spot. But Lennie, I know it's very early in the season, and coaches are very different. Do you pay attention to the standings at all this early, or pretty much, I'm not going to look at those till maybe January?
Yeah, a little different. I take a look just for our own team's sake. You have an idea of what's going on, but the landscape changes, so drastically over the course of a year. So for us, it's just like, we're game by game. We're game by game. Last showcase, you got no 4 games, but second place, I saw we were in there and grab more points as we go. But our job is just to keep dialing up, keep dialing up to another level, so that any team that comes in our building or we go into, that we're ready to take care of.
Outside of the normal bumps and bruises, is the Premier team coming into the showcase pretty healthy? Yeah,
we got some guys that were kind of bruised up. That bye week helped a lot. That got them back to new levels. So we should be at almost 100% here going in, which is great. Obviously, it's early in the season too, but going into back-to-back showcases.
7-2 to start the season, Lennie. That's pretty good. Good success so far. Hope you guys have a great showcase. Safe travels up to Romeoville. And we'll look forward to chatting with you next week to get from your perspective all the happenings of the showcase.
Perfect. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, that's head coach Lennie Childs, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier. Of course, go to our Charlotte Rush YouTube channel, also our Charlotte Rush social media platforms to get all kinds of information about the Rush. And, of course, that would include Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And, of course, our Charlotte Rush website. Well, again, thanks so much for watching on this video Wednesday, October the 10th. I'm Tim Donnelly. Have a good day.